I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Allie, take it away.
Kyrie Irving draws praise from Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups, who said, quote, "As somebody that played the point guard, I think Kyrie's the most skilled player that's ever played the position. His shot making is incredible, and he's a better passer than people give him credit for. He's a wizard." Brian, that says a lot.
Sure does, Allie. Thank you. So here's Dallas's starting group. Reggie Bullock is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Irving in at the two-guard position. And for Brooklyn, Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one. Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, B.A., it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. With the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
Now here's Simmons. O'Neal on the wing. Basket's good. Now Doncic. Pass to Bullock. Kicks it to Doncic. Now here's Powell. Doncic outside from downtown. Gets the three ball to go.
Well, we know how good Doncic is with the ball, pulling up off the dribble, so it does him a bunch of good when he's converting his catch-and-shoot jumpers as well. Balances out his offensive game.
Now here's Simmons. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Hey, nice hook shot. That's a go-to move for him.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Down low. Oh, Simmons with the block.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. No luck on that one. Pass to Irving. To the inside. Doncic outside. Hardaway finds Powell. Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. And he drives in. Good D by Simmons.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist.
Really rare to see a guy that's 6'11" have the kind of elite passing skills that Ben Simmons has. Really, really impressive.
Doncic passes to Irving. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He had 25 points in his last game. Harris outside. Pass to Simmons. And he lobs it up top. Outside Hardaway. Irving with it. Second shot opportunity. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Irving takes advantage of any mistakes defenders make, so you've got to recognize how crafty he is.
You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
That free throw good from Irving.
And, you know, you felt this coming ever since summer when the idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together. So the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Now here's Simmons. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, with all the trade requests over the last year, the Nets started to seem like a sinking ship. But with KD still on board, a chance to stay on course, he's invested so much in this team. I'm glad to see him remain in Brooklyn.
And he can't hit the second.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
So it's Brooklyn now. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Harris outside. Here's O'Neal, defended by Hardaway. Dinwiddie gets the bucket. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Here's Irving, following the bucket by the Nets. Can't connect from short range.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Back to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Simmons can bounce now. He's 6'11", but he can get up in the air, too. Makes dunks a lot more fun when you're that tall and can bounce like Simmons can.
And that one drops. Doncic has got 5 now.
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
Pass to Harris. Dinwiddie against Doncic. Outside Simmons. No good that time. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Irving with it. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Pass to Bullock. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
To the paint. Here's Dinwiddie. And that one is stuffed right through.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Powell's shot is off. Here's Simmons. Harris outside. Outside Simmons.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Bertans is checked in. O'Neal on the wing, defended by Hardaway. Back to Claxton. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Irving finds Doncic. That three's off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Simmons with it. Irving picks him up, fires from 14. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. That shot off. And it's Dallas the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Here's Dinwiddie. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Misses from close range. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. Pass to Irving. Wide open look. O'Neal pulls it in.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And here's Hardaway. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game. His defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Pass to Curry. Here's Mills. Driving in. Kicks it out to Warren. 4 on the clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
13. Way back in the 2020 NBA bubble, seems like that was years ago. T.J. Warren was unstoppable. Averaged nearly 27 points and 6 boards in those 10 games he played in the bubble.
First free throw is good. Well, following the bubble, Warren missed nearly 2 full seasons of play.
Yeah, really a shame, B.A., because he was on a trajectory as a scorer that had him approaching elite status. But he was kept out back-to-back seasons with consecutive stress fractures in his left foot. But through hard work, Warren has recovered, and I hope he can regain the form he showed in 2020.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Curry. It's Warren on the wing. Curry against Green. And there's the foul. It'll go on Davis Bertans. That's his first foul. 14. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
And Irving gets it to go.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
Now here's Mills, averaging around 6 a game. Finney-Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Mills against Irving. Pass to McGee. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Finney-Smith. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Here's Mills. They get it back. Ooh, McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Now here's Irving. He has 7. Right side, Bertans. Shot clock at 6. Pass to McGee. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Pinson. Brooklyn with the board. The last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Last time they lost a close one against this team. You have to wonder what they could have done if it wasn't for their foul trouble in that game.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Nets. And Irving gets it to go.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Outside Curry. Here's the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Nets lead by 1.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. This Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
First free throw is good.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Both free throws good from Irving. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Curry. There's a minute 34 left in the first. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Irving. 11 points in the game. 1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. Got it.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Finney-Smith. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. Warren up top. Pass to Watanabe. Second chance effort. And it's Warren missing. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And the shot goes. Irving's got 15.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Mills against Irving. Outside Curry. Here's Watanabe. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Bertans, the pass to Irving. Now here's McGee. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. So the Nets making a switch here.
Substitutions for your Nets. Cameron Thomas. Edmund Sumner.
Here's Thomas. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Mavericks on top, leading by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Nets.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
They've got Royce O'Neal. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Edmund Sumner, and it's Thomas in at the 2. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's McGee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. They defeated Washington in their last game.
At one point, it looked like that game was getting away from them, but then they came back swinging.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, it certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Green for 3. Dallas again missing. Well, the Nets shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to O'Neal, to the wing, right side. And here's Simmons. There's the triple. And O'Neal good for 3. O'Neal's got 5 points. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Morris, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Green. For Dallas, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Pass to Hardaway. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Doncic against Dinwiddie. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Morris. Shoots over Dinwiddie. That one's good from Morris on the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Morris against Simmons. Here's Claxton. Now Simmons. Pass to Dinwiddie. The 3 is up. And the Nets, another 3.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And, of course, taking it inside, always a great game plan. And I'm curious if there'll be an adjustment from the defensive end. Maybe sag off some shooters a little.
And the Nets with possession here. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. Hardaway against Harris. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Morris. Doncic on the wing. Shot is up. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Here's O'Neal. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Royce O'Neal. And at the line, shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Doncic passes to Morris. Outside Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nets have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Now here's Doncic. He has 7. Tries again. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
It goes on Tim Hardaway.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Now here's Doncic. And you look at his 33 points a game, a terrific weapon on offense. Here's Powell. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
And I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
Here's Harris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the middle. Back to O'Neal. Lots of room. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. O'Neal's got 7 points for the quarter. Here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. On the take. Pass to Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got his second basket.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Dinwiddie outside. Harris passes to Dinwiddie. He gets it in there.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Doncic outside. Pass to Powell. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Here's O'Neal. Harris on the wing. That one's wide left. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Lets it fly. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall. And it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Simmons against Morris. Outside Simmons. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And here's Doncic. He's got 9. Powell's shot is off. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bullock. Offline with a 3. The Nets have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. And Simmons, here we go. And that one drops for him. Simmons has got 6 points.
It's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
Doncic is doubled. Pass to Bullock. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Claxton can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Doncic, good. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
For your Brooklyn Nets.
Substitution here for Brooklyn. Finney Smith checked in for Ben Simmons. T.J. Warren comes in for O'Neal. Curry, he's checked in for Harris. And Sumner subbed in for Dinwiddie. Pinson.
What you say? Come on now. Really good pass from Finney Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
And the replay of that slashing drive to the hoop, courtesy of Mobile One.
And he's been incredible this game. And plays like that one show you how locked in he is.
And here's Doncic outside. No good there. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Pass to Finney Smith. Here's Claxton. Outside Curry. Claxton gets the bucket. Now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Inside, here's Powell. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Sumner. There's the drive. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Yeah, the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Outside Curry. There's the 3. They get it again. Back to Claxton.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Here's Sumner. A 29-point game for him in the win against Washington. Curry, no good. We've got 1:48 left in the second. Doncic left side. Powell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And Powell, with that long body of his, does a nice job going at the defense and forcing them to foul.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
And the Nets making a change here. Watanabe's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Irving's checked in. Pass to Curry. The shot that time not on target. And it's Dallas the other way. It's off to Utah after this one, where they'll face the Jazz. It'll be game 3 of 6 on their current trip. Irving fires from way outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. The kick out. Curry fires for 3. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 5 now.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Pinson. It's tipped. And they're running. Outside Warren. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Mavericks leading. Right side, Irving. Pass to Morris. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Curry. Outside Irving. From the arc. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. Brooklyn has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Sumner. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Bullock, he's checked in for the Mavericks. That one drops. He ties it up. And for Dallas, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Now here's Irving. He's got 15. Five on the clock. The shot misses.
Dallas foul. Kyrie Irving. First personal foul. 14th foul. At the line, Edmund Sumner. At the line 2 times.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Both good from the line that time. Now Irving to end the run. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Nets out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Your next team.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. Remember, they trailed after 1, but a great second quarter gives them a 2-point lead at the break. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They made a lot of trips to the free throw line. That speaks to how aggressive they've been, attacking at every opportunity. They're not playing with the finesse game that the other teams play.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. You go back to what's wrong with them. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more of the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Let's go, everyone.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, they've got Reggie Bullock, Kyrie Irving out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Powell in at the center position.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
To the inside, Simmons. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Simmons has got 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Irving. Now here's Hardaway. The 3 hits the trifecta. He's got 7.
You know, Hardaway Jr. has expanded his range over time, and now he's become a very confident shooter when he looks at it from behind the arc.
Warren's shot is good. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Outside Irving. Pass to Powell. Back to Irving. Doncic with it. Here's Bullock. He's got 10. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Irving for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Pass to Harris. Down low. And Warren with the bucket on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
And, you know, what's most impressive about Luka Doncic is how fast he has become a bona fide star in this league. I mean, you get the feeling he's nowhere close to being done improving yet. But I believe those games at the highest level in Europe really prepared him to be a star in the NBA.
Harris down low. He's guarded by Irving. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, Warren is thinking when he gets to the foul line, it's a gift, a gimme, because he's a very good free throw shooter.
And he drops it first. And Luka's the kind of guy you build your team around, Clark.
Yeah, and I think this next step is being a franchise player that learns how to lead effectively. It's incredible how much he has already accomplished at such a young age, and his transition coming to the NBA from Europe has been, I think, surprisingly seamless.
There's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's foul number 2 for him. Thomas, he's checked in for Warren.
Into the lineup for your next.
Here's Thomas, defended by Hardaway. Left side, Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Doncic against Dinwiddie. And Doncic with the jam.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Pass to Simmons. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Claxton. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Hardaway's got 4 rebounds now. Irving, the pass to Doncic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You know, we all know the name Hardaway, but Tim Hardaway Jr. making a name for himself. Another outstanding shooter that this league has developed.
First one falls. Clark, how about the ability Hardaway Jr. has to score?
You know, it's really amazing. He's averaged over double digits all but one season in his career. He makes threes, he knocks down free throws, and it really doesn't matter where he's getting his shots from. He's knocking them down. You know, he's somebody that teams have relied on to score the ball.
Harris against Hardaway. Harris misses.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
It's Bullock on the wing. Dallas again missing. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Boy, Simmons always revved up. I love his motor, using his length to take advantage to grab those rebounds.
Dinwiddie against Doncic. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Timeout call. Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
But, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
And your next U-Net team.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. McGee, he's checked in for Powell. Bertans comes in for Bullock. Green's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Ntilikina in for Luka Doncic. Harris finds Simmons. The shot, no good. Bertans with some nice D. On the wing, Irving. He's got 18. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving's just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Harris against Irving. Here's Dinwiddie. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty at the line.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
Outside, Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Harris. Mavericks with the rebound. Irving with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Dinwiddie against Irving. Going inside. And a nice finish on the layup. Irving's got 23.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's Thomas. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Dallas has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Green for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Now here's Dinwiddie. Tight defense on him. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. And Claxton gets the bucket. Claxton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Outside, Green. Bertans finds Irving. And there's a 3-second violation. Mills, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn making some changes. Finney-Smith comes in for Simmons. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie. And Dallas also making a switch. Morris, he's checked in for Bertans. Outside Curry. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
And you know, Seth Curry has that shooter's mentality, which makes defenses uncomfortable. And that's part of how he gets these calls.
First one falls for him.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
Watanabe's checked in for Thomas. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet ride.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
Back to Mills. Shoots. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Dallas the other way. Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Outside Curry. The 3. Called in by McGee. The Mavericks leading. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. So the Nets making a switch here. Sumner's checked in.
Edmund Sumner.
Mills with it. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Sumner. Now Curry, Green covering. 6 on the shot clock. From the high post, that one goes. Count it. Curry's gotten 4 this quarter.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
Irving, the pass to Morris. Basket counts.
Morris.
Morris has got 6 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Irving. Now here's Green. He's covered by Curry. Green against Curry. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And now an 11-point Maverick lead.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Curry. Ooh, McGee with the block. Here's Irving. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Warren's checked in for Mills.
Kyrie Irving, one time from the line.
Free throw good from Irving. Here's Sumner. He has 6. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Finney Smith. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Warren's got space. No good. A bit long that time.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
On the wing, Irving. Here's Ntilikina. Outside Irving. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. Ntilikina misses. Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Curry passes to Warren. Back to Curry. Here's Finney Smith. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Mavericks shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Morris down low. He's covered by Warren. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Seth Curry.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
The first free throw is good. O'Neal, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Both free throws good from Irving.
Here in the second half, their free throw shooting percentage has definitely improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Outside Curry. 44 seconds left in the third. Here's Sumner. Tries to snap the cold streak.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Pass to Ntilikina. And here is Irving. He's covered by Curry. Outside Irving. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Irving's got 32 points in the game. 8 seconds left in the third. Warren with the ball. True on the 14-footer.
He is so gifted as a scorer, but especially deadly from the mid-range is T.J. Warren.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Mavericks ahead, up by 16. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Ben Simmons is out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Simmons against McGee. Here's Harris. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
On the wing, Irving, pounded by Harris.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving, 2 shots.
Down the first one. So the Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for McGee. Bullock comes in for Morris. Hardaway's checked in for Green. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Ntilikina. Both free throws good from Irving. Well, the Nets shooting just under 40% from the field. Doncic against Dinwiddie. Soft touch off the glass.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Mavericks shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Doncic against Dinwiddie. Doncic outside. Back to Irving. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Irving's got 36 points.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Back to Harris. Pass to O'Neal. And that one good.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
O'Neal's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Here's Bullock. Takes the 3. They get it back to the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
Back to Harris. Over Irving. Harris misses.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Irving, the pass to Powell. Harris against Irving. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. O'Neal inside. Defended by Hardaway. O'Neal misses. The Mavericks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Irving against Harris. The 3, Hardaway. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn. They've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's O'Neal. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Dallas calls timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
He's checked in for Irving. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He implored his team to fight until the end. He said, quote, "We might be up now, but we can't give the ball away. Don't let your guard down until the clock hits 0. Back to you."
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Doncic, so multifaceted. A stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Here's Harris. It's deflected. Dinwiddie against Doncic. Pass to Bullock. Hardaway on the wing. Over Simmons. Hardaway, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Dinwiddie, no good. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Doncic, and Doncic hammers it home.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Simmons, the pass to Harris, and here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Claxton. Can they get it? Mavericks with the rebound. And here's Hardaway. Here's Bullock. Simmons defending. Now Doncic. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too.
And stolen by Simmons. The finish! Hardaway grabs the board.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Doncic on the wing, pounded by Harris. Three-pointer. Doncic, no good. And Brooklyn's shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. It's not going to go for him, and it's Dallas the other way. Doncic outside. Doncic is doubled. Inside. That one's good from Powell. On the assist from Doncic. Doncic has got 9 assists now tonight. And Brooklyn has possession. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Simmons. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways. But giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
Dinwiddie against Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal
Now an
foul.
MVP caliber player, Doncic's drive is evident. I mean, he's somebody that wants to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. And he's well on his way based on what he's done thus far.
That's good from Doncic. Doncic hits them both. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in the high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, BA, I love this. I mean, the NBA really truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. Well, Grant, in the pace and space era of the NBA, it seems like the rate of free throws league-wide has declined dramatically.
Yeah, I love that, BA. It keeps the game going. There's a flow to the game, and we like it as broadcasters, and you know the fans love it as well. So I hope the league will continue on this trend.
Here's Doncic. Uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 24.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Doncic against Dinwiddie. And Powell with the stuff. And that's a double-double for him now.
And all Powell needs is good positioning inside, and when he does get it, he's throwing it down.
O'Neal on the wing. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Hardaway.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And they doubled up Doncic. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Doncic, no good. And for the Nets, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Looking to end this cold spell. And Harris with the lay-in.
You know, Harris loves to shoot it outside, but I like seeing him capitalize from there, too.
Doncic outside. And Doncic hammers it home.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Pass to O'Neal to the right side. Dinwiddie against Doncic. From 6 feet away. Here's Claxton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Claxton's got 6 here in the quarter.
Collecting plenty of second chance points this half. That alone can keep a team in a game.
Dinwiddie against Doncic. Here's Hardaway. And the shot goes down.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting at right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Down low. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Harris finds Dinwiddie. A minute 53 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Dinwiddie. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, BA, you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
And the Mavericks making a change here. McGee, he's checked in for Powell. Bertans comes in for Bullock. Pinson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Green is subbed in for Doncic. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Dallas has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Pass to Green. Here's Hardy. Launches a 3. Claxton with a rebound. A minute and a half left to play in the fourth.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Mavericks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, BA, this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And you have to be in awe of the complete dominance they displayed in this season series, winning the final meeting and earning a 3-0 sweep against the Nets.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kyrie Irving.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And the first one at the line is good. Sumner's checked in for Dinwiddie. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the rise of the internet has helped give players their own voice. But now with podcasts and other streams, Grant, they're also able to monetize their voice.
Yeah, players understand the value of their voice and also how to monetize that. Speaking directly to their fans, to their customers, using these different platforms. You know, I think broadcasters need, I think you and I need to have a podcast, BA.
For sure, although we can't afford to do that.
That might be true.
Here's Thomas. Mavericks with a rebound.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Hardy's shot is good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Claxton can't get it to go. Here's Hardy. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Dwight, a big difference in the second half. That's where you guys put this game away. What changed for you?
We tried to step up defensively. I think the biggest thing for us is once we start getting stops, we're able to get a flow offensively and get things flowing. So the biggest thing for us was to get stops.
Thanks so much, Dwight.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.